Hello and welcome to the podcast From Stress to Success Blueprint. I'm your host, Lolita Guarin, and today is episode 144. And this week I'm answering the questions, that has to do with burnout and work-life balance, all those things. And I got a question, and somebody's asking, because they really overwork and burn out in the workplace. And they say, well, how can you say no to new projects and other people that you cannot help them and not to offend other people and not to get fired? So it really boils down to this. Why are you afraid to say no? Why are you afraid to set boundaries? That's probably coming from a place that you are afraid to lose a job. You want to do people pleasing. You want to be looked at somebody who can keep a job. But all of this is really coming from people pleasing and not paying attention to your own needs, feeling that your needs don't matter. And that's probably happened because you grew up in the environment where your needs did not matter, where your parents, your authorities, could be a grandmother, could be somebody else growing up. They really didn't pay attention what is that you want and need. They were telling you what you need. They knew better what you want. Somebody can say, no, you're not cold. It's not cold outside. No, you're not hungry. No, you don't have a headache. So you learn of thinking, okay, I have to please them and they know better what's right for me. And if the supervisor at work is giving me all these projects to do, I'm afraid to say no because they'll get fired. So what is it you do in a situation like that? Of course, first of all, you need to go and talk to them and say, I have way too much. I cannot go on like this anymore. But if you're afraid to do that, you're not going to go tell no one. But first, you need to know that you are really overworked and you have way too much to do. So I recommend you to make a list of things that you do in the workplace every single day. Then pay attention to those things that you really need to do or that you're doing it, but they're actually wasting all your time. And then when you actually make a list of all the projects that you're working on, if you have a possibility, go into your records and see how many projects and how many things you were doing, let's say a year ago. Because this data that you're going to collect, it's a great conversation starter and statistics and proof to your boss to show that now you're working more. If they're giving you more money, then somebody can say, well, I'm already get paid for this. So that's why I have more work. What else do you want me to do? There's no way. But there is a way. Because when you start a conversation with your supervisor about that you have way too much to do, you tell them that you want to perform best work. You love the company, you love the management, and you strive to be a great employee and give your best. You want to be productive. Because if you're not going to take your breaks, you're not going to take care of yourself, of your mental state, what will happen, and you're overloaded, you will start making mistakes. Those mistakes, it will take time to redo. That means you will be working double. Well, you're not going to be paid double, do you? You need to remember that. And this state of mind, you need to start doing this with yourself first, realizing that it is beneficial for you to take care of yourself. It is beneficial to you to take care of your mental state, take breaks, because in order to be productive, you have to have enough energy. And you cannot keep up with the energy if you're really not giving yourself a break. It's like holding a glass of water. How long you gonna hold it? Not too long if you're not gonna take breaks. So if you think and you feel ashamed, like, well, I don't know, I have so much, and you're afraid to tell them that you have way too much work already, just really ask yourself, well, You want to please them, right? You want to do a good job. That's why you need to take breaks. That's why you need to work on less projects. And just think about it. If you work less, let's say you are being honest with your boss and you say, I cannot do 10 projects, I can do 8. Maybe there is another employee that they were thinking they're gonna, well, let them go because the other one doesn't have enough work. So now, when you told them that you have 2 projects that you cannot handle it, maybe those 2 projects will go to the other person, and the other person is actually going to keep the job. But to change your mind, isn't it? It's all about the perspective. But whatever comes at the end of the day, you need to take care of yourself. Because if you will be overworked, burnout, of course, that will impact your life, and definitely your family will not be happy when you get sick. And you may not even able to go to work because, well, guess what? You're sick now. But when you make mistakes because you just couldn't concentrate, you couldn't focus because you burn out, you will have to redo this. So then it will really messed up your work-life balance because maybe you made this report and you made a mistake and now you're reading about Friday 7 p.m. and you think, shoot, I should have been at home, but then you realize, wow, I made a mistake. Now I have to redo this report. Then guess what? You're gonna come on the weekend to fix this because the report is due on Monday morning. So I hope you understand how is this, not helping yourself and working more actually is working against you. So leave a comment below and tell me, was there ever a time in your life where you realize that by giving yourself more possibilities where you can rest and rejuvenate actually brought you better results? I would love to hear that from you.